How the Blackrocks become the world's largest asset management. Chapter 1. The Genesis. In the bustling heart of Wall Street, where the ebb and flow of the financial world dictate the rhythm of life, a visionary named Fink took root in the late 1980s. Larry Fink, a financial virtuoso with insatiable appetite for innovation, harbored a dream that was audaciously destined. Together with a closely knit team of keen spirits who share his unwearying zeal, he embarked on a journey to transform the very fabric asset management. The Wall Street of the era was crucible of tradition, where the giant finance helped sway conventional investment strategies. The status quo was unchallenged, and the financial landscape seemed immutable. Yet Larry Fink saw its different future on one where innovation and technology would redefine the rule of the game. As the sunset over the iconic New York skyline, Larry Fink and his team gathering modest office space. Their conversation crackled with ideas that defied convention. They believed in the power of technology to democratize finance, making it accessible to all, not just the privileged few. Larry vision went beyond mere profit. It was about empowering individuals to take control of their financial destiny. He envisioned a world where the complexity of asset management could be demystified, where the average person could invest wisely for a secure future. With a steadfast resolve, Larry Fink and his team began crafting the blueprint for a new era of finance. They understood that to challenge the giants, they needed a technological edge. Thus, the seeds of Blackrock were sown. Their early days were fraught with challenges. They were defeated against the college of finance. But Larry's unwavering determination was the sling, and the innovation was the stone. With every obstacle, they encouraged the refined their vision and honed their tools. The last 18th gave way to the 19th, and Blackrock grew steadily. Larry's vision resonated with clients who saw the potential for a different kind of partnership. The company attracts great men from diverse backgrounds. It's contributing to growth momentum. Blackrock became synonymous with innovation, using pioneer risk management technique that would become industry standards. Their technology-driven approach set them apart in work still reliant on traditional methods. By the turn of the millennium, Blackrock had become forced to be reckoned with in the financial world. Larry Fink's dream had evolved into a global reality. The company managed assets on the scale unimaginable, yet the core value of innovation, integrity, and client focus remained unchanged. In the following chapter, we will journey through the pivotal moments, challenges, and dreams that have shaped Blackrock's remarkable action. From the dot-com bubble to the global finance crisis and beyond, we will witness how Blackrock's unwavering commitment to innovation and its client profile to become the world's preeminent asset management. The story of Blackrock is a statement to the power of vision, innovation, and resilience. It is a story that continues to evolve as Blackrock remains at the forefront of shaping the future of finance. Chapter 2. Navigating the dot-com storm. As the 1990s gave way the new millennium, Blackrock found itself on the principle of financial storm, the dot-com bubble. It was a period exuberance where the promise of the internet had investors enthralled. New startups with dubious business models were going public, and stock prices soaring to dizzying heights. Larry Fink and his team had BlackRock were actually aware of the euphoria creeping the markets. They understood that beneath the surface of this frenzy lay significant risks. While others reveled in the optimism, BlackRock delved into the data, screening the fundamentals of companies caught up in the dot-com money. Larry's commitment to risk management and prudent investing would prove invaluable during this turbulent period. While many asset managers scorn the allure of quick gains, BlackRock held fast to its principle. They steered clear of companies with unstable business models, focusing instead on investment with long-term potential. As the dot-com bubble swelled into its breaking point, Larry Fink's warning fell on deaf ears in some quarters. Critics accused him with being overly cautious, missing out the extraordinary gains that seemed to be there for the taking. But Larry remained solid, fast in his commitment to protecting his client assets. Then, in the early thousands, bubble burst, stock price plummeted, and many of the high-flying companies of the dot-com era vanished into obscurity. It was a moment of reckoning for the financial world, a moment where BlackRock's conservative approach was vindicated, while other asset managers faced massive losses. BlackRock weathered the storm admirable. Larry Fink's instinct on risk management and a long-term perspective sealed the firm and its clients from the worst of the fallout. It was testament to BlackRock's commitment to putting client interests first. As the markets recovered from the dot-com crash, BlackRock emerged stronger than ever. Their reputation for prudent investing and risk management had been burnt, attracting even more clients who saw a steady hand in volatile times. The dot-com bubble was a pivotal chapter in BlackRock's journey. It reinforced the company's core principle of discipline and client focus. It was a stark reminder: in the world of finance, innovation must always be tempered with caution. In the subsequent chapter, we will delve into BlackRock's response to the challenge posed by the global financial crisis, its evolution into global powerhouse, and its ongoing commitment to innovation. The story of BlackRock is a testament to the enduring value of the prudence, integrity, and unwavering dedication to its clients' success. Chapter 3: Rising from the Ashes, the Global Financial Crisis. As the world hurtled toward the global financial crisis in the mid-20s, BlackRock found itself facing a challenge of unprecedented magnitude: the subprime mortgage crisis, which originated in the United States, was sending shockwaves through the global financial system. Mortgage-backed securities that were once considered safe were turning toxic, and major financial institutions were teetering on the brink of collapse. Larry Fink and his team understood that this crisis was unlike anything they had seen before. It was a moment that would test not only the resilience of the financial markets, but also the metric of the asset managers like BlackRock. In times of crisis, clients turn to their trusted partner for guidance and stability. BlackRock's response to the crisis was swift and decisive, drawing upon the depth of their research and risk management capabilities. The firm analyzed their portfolio with laser focus. They identify and isolate the toxic assets, shield their client from the worst of the losses, leaving commitment to transparency and ensure that clients were kept well informed through this tumultuous period. But BlackRock didn't stop at protecting their client assets. They recognized that the crisis presented a unique opportunity. As distressed assets flooded the market, BlackRock saw a chance to acquire assets at the blind discounted price. Their disciplined approach to investing paid off as they scaled up the assets with long-term potential. In the aftermath of the crisis, BlackRock emerged as a beacon of stability and a model of resilience, while many financial institutions struggled to survive. BlackRock thrived. Clients impressed by the firm's performance during the crisis entrusted them with more significant assets. Larry's leadership during this period was nothing short of the exception. His ability to steer BlackRock to the storm and emerging stronger on the side solidified his reputation as a visionary leader. His mantra of always put the client first had become entrenched in BlackRock's culture. Chapter 4: A Global Powerhouse. With the global financial crisis behind them, BlackRock set its sights on becoming a true global powerhouse in asset management. Larry Fink recognized that the world was changing rapidly, and to success, BlackRock needed a global footprint. The firm embarked on a series of strategic acquisitions that would expand its reach across the globe. They acquired basically global investors, a move that significantly bolstered their exchange rate fund business. BlackRock's ETFs under the iShares brand become the largest in the world, a testament to their commitment to innovation. But BlackRock's global expansion wasn't solely about acquisition. Larry Fink understood the importance of cultivating local talent and expertise. The firm established a new network of offices around the world, started by professionals who understood the unique needs of clients in different regions. BlackRock's commitment to sustainability and responsible investing also came to the forefront during this period. Larry Fink's no letter to CEOs began to emphasize the importance of environmental, social, and governance factors in investment decisions. BlackRock became a leader in advocating for sustainable practice in the corporate world. Chapter 5: Innovating for the Future. Innovation has always been at the heart of BlackRock's success. The firm continued to push the boundaries technology and data analytics to enhance their investment strategy. They developed sophisticated risk management tools that allow them to navigate increasingly complex markets. BlackRock also recognized the growing importance of technology in finance. They invested heavily in Aladdin, their proprietary investment and risk management platform. Aladdin became an industry standard used by financial institutions worldwide to manage their investment and risk. As Larry Fink often said, innovate or die. BlackRock embraced these ethos wholeheartedly. They explored the potential of artificial intelligence and machine learning to gain insight into market trends and make better investment decisions. Their commitment to staying at the cutting edge of technology ensure that they remain a leader in the asset management industry. Conclusion: the story of BlackRock is a tale of vision, resilient innovation. From its humble beginning in the late 1980s, the firm has grown into a global powerhouse, managing trillions of dollars in assets for clients around the world. Larry Fink's unwavering commitment to putting clients first, his ability to navigate through crises, and his dedication to innovation have been the driving force behind BlackRock's success. The firm's journey through the dot-com bubble, the global financial crisis, and beyond is a testament to enduring values that have shaped its culture. Today, BlackRock stands as a leader in responsible investing, a pioneer in technology-driven strategy, and trust partner to clients seeking to secure their financial future. As they continue to innovate for the future, one thing remains constant: BlackRock's commitment to Its client's success is unwavering. The story of Blackrock is not just a story of a financial firm. It's a story of excellence, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of better ways to serve clients in rapidly changing the world.